Rise up, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, kings and queens, friends, frenemies, and your agents. This is Brother Marley. This is the Gambi One channel. I needed to speak to you because a few weeks ago now, I had done this video before, and the video got deleted by the YouTube gods because they said I was talking about stuff they didn't want me to talk about. So along with that, you can expect some demonetization, the views of your videos going down and so on and so forth. But that's fine. I'm going to do it again. And this time I'm going to choose my words more wisely so this video can actually stay up and you can actually see it. So a few weeks ago, the people that were encouraging us everybody to take a certain injection, at the same time they were doing that, had a special plan to come to Africa because they did a special one for Africans. Now this was around malaria. The idea was, imagine if we can no longer use these anti-malarial tablets and we just had one that we can take and that'll be fine. We can give it to the children. So what they've done is they've set up a test group of 1.4 million babies from the age of 5 months to 17 months that they can test their potions. I'll use the word potions this time. The last one, I was angry the last time, and the word I used then was a little bit more acidic. So this time we're going to be a bit careful about the words we use. So I thought they'll try their potions on these 1.4 million babies. The idea is that they can save these babies from malaria. Now, if you look at the website of the people who were sending this stuff over to Africa, okay, so I've taken some screenshots on my phone from the World Health Organization. Move that. So this is the first malaria vaccine in Kenya. The view from health professionals community. So what it said was that the feedback received was extremely positive. More than 4.5 million. Oh Lord. More than 4.5 million doses have been provided through the country's expanded programs on immunization during the pilot introductions in Ghana, Kenya, and Malawi. The vaccine has been shown to be safe and effective, reducing life-threatening severe malaria and child death. That's good news, isn't it? The high community demand for the vaccine may present opportunities to bring children back to clinics to catch up on any missed vaccines or child health services. The first malaria vaccine was recommended for use to prevent malaria in children in October 2021. More than 1.4 million children have received the vaccine across the 3 pilot countries since 2019, of which 400,000 children in Kenya have received at least their first dose. If implemented broadly, the vaccine could save tens of thousands of lives each year. But what does this mean in practice and day-to-day life? Here's what we heard in Kenya. So we've got this very happy-looking Kenyan doctor, they're pleased with the results. Now, what we found was that according to their website, it was a thrilling success. Loads of children were now saved. Everyone's happy, everyone's smiling. We have pictures of smiling African doctors. It's a heartwarming story to read and believe. However, I'm very cynical and I don't believe a word of it. So I started looking into this potion and found feedback from The Lancet. The Lancet is a peer-to-peer magazine, so it's for people who are in the industry, in the pharmaceuticals, in medication, and so on and so forth. And what they said was that there was a 29% effectiveness rate. 29%. So we can see here that it's pretty recent and that we've been given this information by two professors and a doctor. Let's see what the first paragraph says. Here we go. Okay, so excuse my reading of it. The RTS-S is a recombinant protein malaria vaccine that targets the circumprozoite protein of Plasmodium falciparum, expressed by the malaria parasite at the stage, in which part the sequence is co-expressed with fused. Don't laugh at me. Fused with free hepatitis B surface antigen and formulated with the AS01 adjuvant. So I don't understand all of it, but they're saying that they're sticking this thing in a hepatitis B protein. Have these people not been trying to get rid of hepatitis over in this continent for like a million years? My notice. In the second paragraph, it says, we argue that the WHO recommendation might have been made too hastily. We especially believe that a serious safety signal of increased female mortality observed in the aforementioned phase 3 trials has not been resolved by the MVP. 29%. So 71% not effective. So those children who've taken this cocktail, 71% of them are not safe from the disease that they're trying to save them from. Furthermore, there's a 22% increase in general mortality. So if you're thinking 1.4 million, 22% is a lot of dead babies from 5 months to 17 months. That's a lot of dead babies. And yet, this organization is patting themselves on the back and taking pictures with smiling doctors. So here's the new version of that report by the Lancet. You'll see here that it says that the mortality data included potential confounding inappropriate use of severe malaria as a surrogate marker. They've run these numbers over 2 years rather than the stipulated 4 years, which could have inflated the benefits and deflated the risks. So these people are not only testing on babies in Africa, they're also cooking the books as well. You remember how it goes. When they first were talking about the cocktail they gave the rest of us, they said, oh, this thing is 100% safe. It's 100%, you just take it once and then you're good. Then it turned down to, oh, well, actually it's 96% safe. Oh, no, it's 92%. Oh, 75%. The most recent one was 0.85% effective. So that's less than 1. We have to be very, very aware of what is going on. There's a war going on. I hate to use language, quite bombastic language, but I don't see any other way to explain it. Why is it that you're going to take something that's going to increase the likelihood of death for 22% of people's babies, and then you're going to say that's a success? Now we know that the head man, and he's only the head man because he's putting the most money into this organization as an individual, said that through these potions and cocktails, they'd like to see a reduction in the population of humans, and where they want to start is here in Africa. So we've got to be so aware of what's going on. If you are being provided something for free, like you're not having to pay for it. You're paying for it on the back end somehow, some way. So check it out. Have a look for yourself. Be prepared to say no. It's not about thinking to yourself, well, it doesn't concern me because that's happening over in Africa. Because what we saw was at the same time they were doing that in Africa, they were getting YouTube wherever you are around the world. It was a different name, maybe even a different technology, but the outcome was still the same. This is your brother Marley in the Gambi One channel, wishing you the very best. You take care of yourself. Until next time, peace.